So, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Narisha Hall. I am a single mother from Columbus, Ohio. I'm an only child, sports fan, tomboy, like to play sports, watch sports. I like to go out and have fun. I like to drink. Very well monitored drinking though. I've always had stable employment. I've been with my current employer for 6 years now, and I have a story to tell. I have a friend of mine here. Her name is Marsha Wilson, or Marsha Madry. She will be helping me with my story. I just had to put you in there, Shay. Also have her dog Grace in here. But I'm trying to come through on a lighter note. This is not really a light story, so trigger warning. This is a sexual assault rape story. It's my story. But there's some things that I have to get off my chest because of some things that are being said now, some lies that are being told, rumors that are being spread, and the harassment and stuff that I've dealt with since 2021, and it's now 2023. So I would say it's July of 2021. I was working out at Crunch Fitness in Reynoldsburg, Columbus, Ohio, and there was a man while I was working out that would kind of wave at me from a distance. Older black male. This went on for about a week. I got to be working out. He'd be on a machine or something. He'd see me and just kind of wave. He did this every day for, like I said, about a week or two before he finally approached me. Once he approached me, he introduced me, and I found out his name is Thomas Newby. When he approached me, he politely asked, could he speak? Asked me, could we exchange numbers so he could take me on a date? Just thinking because this is a gym, it's not a bar or club or something, it would be fine. So why not? We go on a few dates. We hang out at his house. We watch sports. We were intimate together for a few months. But in that few month time span, I realized that this was not the situation for me. He was not a good person. So when I tried to break the situation off, it didn't go well. So from July to about, I'd say the beginning of September is when we talked. The end of July, beginning of September. At the beginning of September is when I officially cut it off. He really wasn't trying to hear that. So there were times where, I think the last time we talked on the phone was September 15th of 2021. September 16th, 17th, I was at the gym and he approached me. It was his hope and goal was to get me back that day. He said he didn't feel he did anything, too wrong for us to stop talking. But the reason we really stopped talking is because when we initially started, he asked me, what I was looking for. And I told him eventually a relationship, to get to know someone. He told me that was the same thing he was looking for. He eventually changed that to he just wanted a friend with benefits. And I let him know that, that is fine, but our situation wouldn't last much longer. He kind of laughed it off and thought I was playing. So when I let him know that this would end, it kind of went left. So in mid-September, he approached me at the gym, yelling, cussing, upset about the entire situation. I tried to ignore him as best as I could, but that kind of failed me. So beginning of mid-September, I say that was the last incident with him was September 16th, September 17th. Fast forward to September 26th. I was at a friend of mine's, a very close friend of mine's, Rob. his graduation party. We were at a local bar, hanging out, celebrating him and his accomplishment. And that night, Rob ended up getting drugged. Um, Nobody knew, how it happened, who did it for sure. But all I know is the next day he said he felt like, he was going to die. He never wanted to feel like that ever again in life. And like my friend Rob, like me, I'm about 5'10", 5'11", over 200 pounds. I'm a nice sized girl. Rob is pretty much about the very big man, very solid. So drinking and alcohol is something, this is what we do to celebrate. So this is not something that's new to us. There's no reason why he should have been the way he was if he wasn't drugged. He said he had never felt like that before. So at first we laughed it off and just, took it as maybe alcohol poisoning or something of that nature. But let's fast forward again to November 6th. A friend of mine, Kiera, had a birthday party at another local bar called Moments. During her birthday party, Thomas Newby walked into the bar and saw me and Rob. Me and Rob have always been friends. We've been friends since high school. We've never been intimate or anything like that. It's just platonic friendship. One of my very close friends. Thomas saw us standing and talking. And come to find out, his dad knows Rob. Knows Thomas. So Thomas said hi to Rob and then walked on. I walked off to go say something to my friend Kiera while she was dancing with some of her friends and mom. And in the process of me walking off, Thomas approaches Rob and starts asking him all types of questions. Am I Rob's girlfriend? How do I know him? And things of that nature. Now, first of all, me and Thomas have never been in a relationship. We only talked for about 2 months. So there was no point, rhyme, or reason for him to approach Rob and ask him these questions. But for some reason, he felt comfortable enough to do so. Rob did not tell me till after we had left the bar that night. But Thomas had called my phone several times that night, and he had also approached me before he left and told me that, he could show me that he was the man that I deserved and wanted, and so on and so forth. And I just kind of brushed him off. He even ended up calling my phone several times through Google Duo, because at the time I'd had him blocked from actually calling my phone. So after we leave the bar, Rob lets me know what he says. He calls me again. I answer and I let him know that he need not contact me ever again, because it was not his place to question my friend about anything. He said some harsh things, called me a few bitches, and that was the end of it. So mind you, we had met at the gym. So this man afterwards starts telling men at the gym we both go to, which is Crunch Fitness in Reynoldsburg, that I'm a hoe, I'm a prostitute, I like to have trains ran on me. He also lied and said that I approached him. So mind you, his initial goal was to make me unappealing, because he had also said that he didn't want me, if I wasn't talking to him, I wouldn't be talking to anybody at the gym. So his initial goal was to make me unappealing. But since there unfortunately are a bunch of perverts at Crunch Fitness in Reynoldsburg, it had the opposite effect. So now I have a bunch of men harassing me, staring at me. And even when reporting it to staff, nothing was being done. I wasn't being protected for this gym membership that I'm paying for every month, that I've never had a problem with. I didn't talk to anybody. The only people I talked to were the people in the classes that I would do, and it was mostly women. So things of that nature. But I will be doing kind of going to be a 4 to 6 part series about everything that's been going on, and this is part 1.